Hey everyone! This is a tutorial on a super cute and kawaii tofu charm. Here are the materials you'll be needing. First you'll need a bit of translucent clay. You'll need some green clay. You'll need a tiny bit of black clay. A rolling pin. It's not necessary, but I use it a lot, so it helps a lot too. And then you'll need a blade of any sort. Then you'll need a square cookie cutter, but this is absolutely not necessary. It can just be very useful when making this charm. And lastly, you'll be needing a toothpick, which I find very helpful. And it's optional to have an eye pin if you want to make it into a charm later. So you're going to start by taking your ball of translucent clay. You can use a rolling pin to help you flatten it, just like I'm doing right here. You want to make sure to leave it fairly thick because you need it to be almost like a cube. So you're not going to want to flatten it out much. As you can see, I left it pretty thick. So that's how you're going to want it. Next, you're going to take your square cookie cutter if you have one and make a square shape by just pressing it in, just like that. Here's what it should look like once you pop it out. And you can smooth the edges out a little bit as well and make it to your liking. Then you're going to take the smaller piece and you're just going to flatten it out a little bit as well. And again, this will be for the smaller piece of tofu, but still leave it fairly thick as well. And then you're going to use a blade to just cut around the edges until you make it a tiny little cube that's slightly smaller than the larger one you made before. So as you can see, I'm just trimming the sides. And I like how this is turning out now. So once you've smoothed the edges and kind of perfected it, this is what the little cube should look like. Now you're going to take your green pieces of clay and you're going to want to make one a bit smaller than the other one, just slightly though. And then you're going to form them into a leaf shape by simply pinching both ends slightly. And then you're just going to push it down a little bit. And you're going to keep playing with the shape until you know that you like it. So I'm just kind of smushing it and playing with it until I think it looks like a nice leaf. And again, you're going to want to do the same thing with the little one, of course. So that's what I'm doing now. So now I'm pretty satisfied. Once you're done with that, you're going to want to texture the leaf. So you'll start by taking your blade and making a little line down the front, going the whole way across. And then you're going to want to poke a bunch of little lines through the side, just as you can see right here. I'm just kind of sticking my blade in there. And the lines need to go a little bit vertically. So now I'm doing it on the other side. And that's what it looks like. And then I'm just going to do the same thing again on the little leaf. So make a line through it and then do all the little diagonal ones on the sides. And it does not have to be perfectly symmetrical or anything. I mean, you can do that if you want, but you don't have to. So this is how they should turn out. So these are the pieces you're going to have finished now, and we're going to go ahead and put them together by taking the first leaf and placing it on the right hand side of the larger tofu, and you're just going to let it hang over a little bit, and this is the bigger leaf and the bigger tofu piece. So that's what it should look like. Next you're going to take the smaller tofu and place it slightly over top of the leaf and let it hang off a little bit on the other edge. And you're going to take the small leaf and put it on the left hand side of the little tofu and let it hang off again. That way it looks a little bit more symmetrical now. So this is how it should turn out. Now you're going to need to roll out these pieces for the face. Now, as you can see, I'm attaching the face onto the tofu, so now I'm doing the larger one. And taking my little balls and just pressing them on there. And here you can of course use any tool you want to kind of help you get it on there. It's all your personal preference on how you want to do it, but that's how I'm getting the face on there. And here's where the toothpick kind of comes in play. You want to kind of use it to shape the mouth how you want it. So as you can see, I'm just kind of playing around with it to shape the mouth and get it on there. It's a very thin snake, so it can be a bit difficult. But this is what it should look like, and now I'm doing the smaller part of the tofu. So again, I'm putting on the little eyes now, and it can get slightly difficult on such a little piece, but just try your best to get it on as nicely as you can. And it helps to have small hands, of course, which I actually do have very small hands, so for me this isn't as bad as some people. So again, I'm just kind of playing with the edges here and trying to make it look cute. So here's how mine looks now. And after you fix it up a little bit, this is how it should turn out. And this is optional, but if you like, you can go ahead and add an eye pin to the top. This makes it into a charm so you can wear it. So I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you make this charm yourself. If you do, please leave a video response and show me. Credit for this little tofu charm goes to Pink Gym Girl. I saw her make it and I loved it. So have a great day, everyone. Bye!